Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mama Brick channel. Now those that are new to this channel, I welcome you with open arms and I would pledge you to hit that like and subscribe button because on this channel we cover real world use cases of digital currencies and we like to see where the trends are in the digital currency space, and it's getting hyper competitive. If that's the word I can use, it's getting really competitive. And what does that mean if things are getting competitive? I mean, they've always been competitive. Now they're solidifying themselves legitimately. We have legitimate competition developing in space. That means the space is maturing. I think you can hear it in my voice. You can hear the fear, the excitement, the euphoria for whatever. I don't think I can have euphoria right now because we are in nascent markets. Anyways, let's start this video by looking at this tweet from Michael Saylor. This is Cynthia Lumins. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful hearing sensible people speak like this. Listen to this.
Presidents of both parties have run up the debt irresponsibly with no plan to address it. So thank God for Bitcoin and other non-fiat currencies that transcends the irresponsibility of governments, including our own. That is an indictment of our responsibility. Democrats and Republicans, presidents and Congress, our responsibility to address this looming, predictable, massive.
My gosh, so basically what Cynthia Lumins is talking about is what everyone is talking about. You have quantitative easing, you have the Federal Reserve for the case of the United States, but every other country producing fiat currencies is doing this. So for the case of the United States, you have what we call quantitative easing, which is the process of printing money, but it's not a process of you physically print money and you just distribute it. So how this is done in the most I don't know, in the best way that I can explain it, the way I understand it, is that the government issues bonds and the Federal Reserve, of course, in exchange for buying those bonds, issues fiat currency to the government. And that's how this infinite money printing is done. And we're seeing a debasement, a devaluation of the US dollar, devaluation of other fiat currencies. And if the US dollar is currently the world's global reserve currency, then it's not good to see the US dollar have these kinds of inflation, yearly inflation happening to it. If the US dollar is inflating per year like that, and most currencies out there are compared to the US dollars to determine their value, that means as the US dollar fails as the reserve currency, it's not even funny. Like you find someone that's 65 years old, they've saved up money, they're preparing for retirement, and then all of a sudden their $2 million is now worth $200,000. It's, yeah. So yes, Cynthia Lumin, please tell them, thank you for saying that. Thank God for Bitcoin. Okay, so now in interesting news, you know, every time China bans Bitcoin, every time China says something bad about cryptocurrencies, the markets tank. But the forces in anticipation of the ETF in the United States, and basically, I've always said, every time you say something about something, you lose your ability to influence that particular thing. So in this case, we have Shanghai Man, which is, I guess, the person that wrote, that's their avatar name or whatever, their identity. So fiat on-ramps dry up in China, crypto topics censored on social media. So obviously, the article is not that long, but basically summarizing it, post something on online. So you have Weibo, you have WeChat, these things censoring social media, anything talk about cryptocurrencies, exchanges, Bitcoin, anything to do with decentralized currencies. They have these automated artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms that are going to capture all these words. Look out for specific words and they're going to tap them. I have my phone, I bought this in China. It's always warning me that there are 2 applications on my phone that are extremely dangerous and they could be classified as malware. And guess what these applications are? One of them is Coinomi. Those that were here in 2017, you know, Coinomi, multi-assets. You can hold multi-assets in that wallet. And the other, I think, was the Blockfolio, which is now called the FTFX. So I always get these notifications that, hey, delete these applications on your phone because they're dangerous for you. Whew, not a conspiracy, real things happening. Okay, let's look at this article. Oh, the thing that was interesting about this, the market did not budge. The market did not budge from this FUD. That's good. Maturity is upon us. But guys, be careful. Bear markets can still come up. So almost 1.1 million people have already signed up for Coinbase's NFT waitlist. Those that do not know, there's a website called OpenSea. Now, this website is the biggest, most diverse NFT marketplace ever. You want to get marketplace from a metaverse? NFTs from a metaverse, NFTs from art, NFTs from other NFT platforms, you can get them here. Now, Coinbase created a waiting list. I should read this, it's short. Let let the article speak for itself. So on Thursday, cryptocurrency exchange platform Coinbase published its digital asset policy proposal. Is this the same? No, guys, this is different. Wait, we're going to the competition. Let's hold up. Is this also short? Yeah, it is short. There have already been more than 1 million signups. The title to this is almost 1.1 million people have already signed up for Coinbase's NFT waitlist. So more than 1 million signups for Coinbase's non-fungible token platform since the waitlist went live on Tuesday. So this week, that was today's the 15th, so count back on Tuesday this week, 15th of October today. So Coinbase opened up the waitlist via a blog post announcing its upcoming NFT platform, which is slated to launch later this year. Now, you're going to see where the craziness comes in. The platform, dubbed Coinbase NFT, cool name, will initially support the Ethereum-based ERC 721, so that represents mostly non-fungible tokens, and then ERC 1155, still non-fungible tokens as well. So are one of them fungible or non-fungible? Just know those standards are representative of NFTs, and the ERC 20 standard is the one that's representative of tokens. So these two standards, which are representative of NFTs, which with plans to expand support to other blockchains in the future. So there's Solana, there's Avalanche, there's Cosmos, there's the Flow blockchain. There's so many other blockchains that are trying to push out NFTs. Cardano as well, so many others. So at the time of writing, there are almost 1.1, even my favorite, Fetch.AI. At the time of writing, there are almost 1.1 million people waiting for the early access to the NFT platform. Sanchan Saxena, Vice President of Product at Coinbase, tweeted that the insane amount of traffic for the waitlist temporarily broke the site. Now, this is the tweet for those that want to read it, but there was this tweet here. Okay, let's continue. If Coinbase's user base is anything to go by, around 68 million verified users. My goodness. And 8.8 million monthly active users as of Q2 2021, the NFT platform could soon provide some serious competition. I didn't even read this part. Some serious competition to giants such as OpenSea. According to data from DAppRadar, it's another place where you can find out information about decentralized applications. Very good application. OpenSea as well has a rolling 30-day average of 260,000 active users who have conducted a combined total of 2.49 million transactions over the past month. That's crazy. That's insane. But look at this. This is from someone called Nate that's got a crypto board ape here. Nate Roth at Nathan C. Roth. They say Coinbase's NFT waitlist is already larger than OpenSea's wallets. Probably something. So that's what I'm saying. This space is maturing because of such competition. We've got competition between Coinbase and OpenSea. I never thought there would be... Binance tried to launch an NFT platform, but it's kind of silent right now. But I think Coinbase got some serious power right here. Okay, so this article that all of you got to get a glimpse at, Coinbase unveils its digital asset policy proposal to spark conversation around comprehensive crypto regulation. So basically, this is a report. I'm going to put it in the description for those that want to read it. It's 25 pages, so it's a good length for those that want to read. But it's basically summarizing the importance of crypto assets, DeFi, where it's going, how we should regulate it, not too hard, not too soft, just get sort of meet in the middle. But let's read this summary here. So on Thursday, cryptocurrency exchange platform Coinbase published its digital asset policy proposal. So a document, remember this is in the midst of the SEC, the Security Exchange from the United States, which is clamping down. The United States is struggling to regulate. We saw the other day, Estonia is trying to strap all the licenses from their cryptocurrency exchanges and then start anew. We're seeing many countries trying to start afresh. The UK, CBDCs, China really opting out of crypto assets and creating their own centralized platform. So there's so many things happening. Guys, let me close this Telegram. It wants to get in my way. Okay, done and done. Okay, so Coinbase presented the proposal as a product of dozens of meetings with industry participants, policymakers, crypto innovators, and academics that the company's representatives had held in the last several weeks. This is good. This is good. I mean, if Coinbase is constantly engaging in these conversations, it means the policymakers are also getting more and more educated about this space. The firm's intention is for the proposal to animate an open and constructive discussion regarding the role of digital assets in our shared economic future, and offer good faith suggestions on what a sensible approach to crypto regulation might look like. So the document opens by enumerating the benefits of the emerging system of digital finance for both consumers, democratizing financial markets, and regulators more transparency and new ways to combat illegal activity. So the authors further maintain that laws drafted in 1930s, that is like the Howey test that's used on cryptocurrencies, are a poor foundation for regulating the internet native asset class, and that forcing digital assets into the legal framework developed before the computer age could lead to stifling crypto innovation in the United States and in the rest of the world. So a more tailored and therefore more constructive approach, according to Coinbase, should rest on 4 key principles. That's according to them: defining a separate regulatory framework for digital assets. Okay, kind of agree. Designating a single regulator to oversee digital asset markets. I disagree with that. Protecting and empowering holders and promoting interoperability and fair competition. I think this is something that's created by the market itself, the people that are innovating in this space. So what this is saying, do not implement the infrastructure bill in the United States. Do not claim that coders and miners and validators and delegators, that these are brokers and therefore should hence know everyone they're dealing with. Impossible stuff. So in summary, I think this is a plea that do not pass laws that could impede this technology for many, many reasons that I've stated many, many times before. So in a separate op-ed published on the same day in the Wall Street Journal, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong argued that the proposal framework is not meant to benefit his company alone. Okay. He maintained that while Coinbase is big enough to absorb, too big to fail, to absorb the costs of an unclear regulatory environment, it is smaller firms, retail consumers, and the United States' position as a global technology leader that stand to benefit from the forward-looking regulation of the digital asset space. Okay, so this is the report written by Coinbase, Digital Asset Policy Proposal Safeguarding America's Financial Leadership. So this is mostly targeted to the American diaspora, but a lot of countries adopt the American standard, American way of doing things. So I just wanted to show this as an example. There was this launch, the waitlist for the NFTs, and there's OpenSea, which is a big platform. There's this platform, Planet Finance. I've been talking about this platform. I talked about it a few months ago, then once like a few weeks ago. Now I'm talking about it again. Guys, this is an automated market maker, decentralized exchange that's currently on the Binance Smart Chain. This thing, I started talking about it when it was about $150. Each token is now trading for $1,800, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is that they have different planets. It's called Planet Finance. So they have a planet for stablecoins. They offer really good yields on stablecoins, and they have a very good documentation page. They're audited by Harbon. You can read their documentation page. You learn a lot. They break down why these percentages are this way, why they chose cryptocurrencies, what their mission is, what is their mission, and how do they plan to expand this ecosystem. And some of these things, you look at these things, you're like, too good to be true. It's probably a scam. Exit this. No financial advice, guys, here. Okay, what I'm going to advise you is that go read the documents, learn something. If you don't want to use the platform, don't use it. Okay, so you can offer liquidity on stablecoins. They expanded also cryptocurrencies. You can offer other cryptocurrencies. Right now, this is what they're offering. So stablecoins, they offer UST, USDC, Binance USD, other stable coins as well. So when you go to here, the red planet, this is a red planet, the other one was a blue planet. So in the red planet, they offer different tokens, but the page is not loading for some reason, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one. But what I wanted to talk about is that there's another one called Uranus, where they offer other cryptocurrencies like Polkadot, XRP, other cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin and Ethereum. It used to have a different name, the name that starts with S, then coins, right? But then they changed it in the voting process. Because if you have these AQUA tokens, the AQUA tokens are the native tokens of this platform, you can actually vote on policy. What I wanted to note is that this platform is trying to expand to lending. So lending is coming soon on the green planet, and the NFT market is also coming. The point is, competition is there. People are trying to capture decentralized finance, the NFT space. These are de facto technologies you have to have natively in your blockchain or in the technology that you're building around this space. So if you're out there, you're building stuff natively, clearly you're supposed to have smart contract capabilities. One thing you should look out for, interoperability. It's actually mentioned in this report as well. Very important. Emphasize a lot on that. Okay, so this is a sort of throw in this video. It's not news, but if you're out there and you've been paying attention to the Fetch.AI ecosystem, you've learned a lot. So now, of recent, they've released a series of videos explaining their DeFi agent. They made it smoother, they made it better. So they have this DeFi agent that can help with stop losses. And now they've implemented other features where these agents can automatically swap. So they remove your liquidity from a pool in case of anything suspicious or at a certain price you set it at. And now they can swap the tokens for whatever tokens you choose. So pretty exciting stuff. But these particular articles they also released, therefore guiding you on staking, because I think this process has been going on for a long time, but I think there's some people are still confused about that. So this is one of them, a guide on many different ways to stake your FET. Stake on the mainnet, which is a Cosmos based. Its consensus algorithms are based on the Cosmos ecosystem. So staking and staking on Fetch mainnet for Binance users. So you can do this staking on Fetch mainnet for Binance users because Binance supports the native FET token. There's a Cosmos Station web wallet, so you can go to wallet.cosmosstation. There's a wallet you can use there, and you can use that to interact with the different ecosystems on the Cosmos ecosystem, like Osmosis, which is an automated market maker there, but then there's also others, so you can participate in that. So unstaking on Fetch mainnet for Binance users. So there's these very well written instructions with diagrams that help you to figure it out. So if you're out there, you're confused about how to stake on the mainnet, you're holding Ethereum ERC20 tokens, this is a very good article to look at, and you can come to their Fetch website, look at the most recent articles they published, and you'll be sure to find them. And similarly, there's also you will learn about the token bridge. In case you do not know, this is another way you can transfer from the FET ERC20 tokens to the FET mainnet tokens and vice versa. But if you're using an exchange like Binance, it now supports direct FET to mainnet transactions and interactions. Okay, so that was just a throwing in there in case someone's confused. The documentation's actually out there. So okay, now this was also very, very interesting news. So those that know Flow Blockchain, you know the ones behind NBA Top Shot, Animoca Brands partnerships. They also have other cool stuff they released within the NFT space, very lucrative ideas. Now they've partnered. Check this out. Flow integrates Filecoin storage service to make NFTs more decentralized. Filecoin is one of those cryptocurrencies, OG cryptocurrencies, that has every single year keeps increasing its legitimacy and its possible use case. So this is extremely exciting. I've never been bullish on Filecoin, but it's just stuck around and it seems to be having a more relevant use case than things like Litecoin. Far more relevant because this is dealing with interplanetary file transfer systems, which is going to basically be how the internet is going to be, at least the storage part of the internet. Not too many people are talking about that, but yes. So those that know there's these decentralized, the .crypto, you know how you can have maybe light.com, amazon.com, you can also have amazon.crypto, just give you an example. So the guys that issue the unstoppable domains, they're called unstoppable domains. So those .crypto websites, they actually reside on IPFS, interplanetary file system. So they cannot be taken away. Your domain name cannot be taken away. You can always use it. So that's the point here. So Flow integrates Filecoin, at least that's the point for Flow blockchain here. Integrates Filecoin. So Filecoin has become the official storage partner for the Flow blockchain, with the firm working to provide decentralized storage for NFTs minted on Dapper Labs network. So I think this speaks for itself. Dapper Labs, one of the most bullish NFT blockchains ecosystems out there. They onboarded onto the Flow blockchain. It's what they're using. And if you follow the history, if you watch one of my old videos, Dapper Labs has some insane integrations and partnerships that they've been doing in the past. So it's one of the I'm not invested in many of the things I talk about most all the time, but I recognize their potential, like the Flow blockchain integrating with Filecoin, Filecoin is one of the most known ecosystems out there fronting this whole decentralized storage type of thing. So Flow Blockchain is partnering with them. I think that's pretty exciting. So Filecoin has officially become the storage collaborator for Flow Blockchain. Filecoin said in October 31st announcement that the move was part of a push to ensure holders and issuers of NFTs are securely available everywhere. So for those that do not know, when you buy an NFT on OpenSea, you have a sort of I'm going to call it an indicator that helps to point to your Ethereum address to the particular NFT that you own, that's obviously stored on something like OpenSea. But these guys want to make that storage part decentralized and basically uncensorable. And for the last article that I want to look at, fintech is a colossal disappointment. DeFi fixes it. You remember for the past 5, 4, 3 years, 2, 1, fintech has been the thing. Financial technology, financial technology, financial technology. So what this article is talking about, where that movement of fintech failed, decentralized finance completely took over. So it's like decentralized finance is the new fintech, because decentralized finance works. You can lend, you can borrow, you can get yield, you can get return, you can participate in different models, you can be a part of communities, you can get airdrops, you can get stake drops. It's crazy out there. There's so much happening, so much excitement within the crypto space, and we're yet to see how this space evolves. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you learned something. I think there was a lot to take away from today's video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye and take care.